Hello, this is Joe Pryor, the virtual real estate team in Oklahoma, and we service the Oklahoma City and Tulsa investment markets for residential real estate. And I want to talk to you about the timing in a market. Now, I talked previously about timing, about buying now, locking in these prices that are now because they're definitely going to go up and you're going to refinance in a couple of years. But there's a different kind of timing, and every market has it. In other words, if you're in South Florida with short-term rentals, which we do, my wife and I do own those, then, January, February, March, April, a little bit of December, pretty much the strongest time of the year where you get the most amount of rents, because basically there's the ocean in Florida, there's warm weather that you get that you don't get, in New York or New Jersey or Pennsylvania or Wisconsin or wherever you are. So it makes more sense that you're going to make more money there. Now, Oklahoma City and Tulsa are different, and they are a lot of markets in the South, Southwest, and Midwest, in that they're school driven. So it depends on when school starts in terms of where you are. Now, typically in Oklahoma, in our metro areas, school starts typically the middle of August. So sometimes it can be earlier, but normally it's about the middle of August. And so if you're a renter and you want to get into a school district, you need to be able to show that, okay, this is the lease that I've got and the property in your school district in Mustang or in Oklahoma City or Broken Arrow and Bixby and Tulsa or wherever it happens to be. And so people are looking right now at this moment for rental property because they want to be in there by the end of July. And so here we are at about the middle of June. And so if you want the highest amount of rents in the shortest amount of time, then right now is the time to really purchase an investment property. Now, it doesn't mean that we can't rent them afterwards. Now, typically, when it's hot season, we're getting things rented as quickly as 12 days. In fact, the last few that we've done here in Oklahoma City have gotten leases even before the homes are closed. So it's a very fast, rapid market at this time of the year. But if you're looking after, the July market, then you're going to be looking at about a 30-day vacancy, and you need to factor that in. And that's not bad. That's really not a bad vacancy. And by the way, when we do things in the fourth quarter, and we do a lot in the fourth quarter because sometimes there's some deals out there that builders are looking at what bonuses they're going to get based on the numbers, because most of these large builders are doing it that way. Then they may give us a deal. And what we're going to do, instead of doing a 1-year lease, we're going to do a 16 or 18-month lease. We're never going to do a 6-month lease, mainly because that's going to cost you too much money as an investor, because you got to pay for that new tenant every time. But now in the fourth quarter, if somebody offers and says, I want a 2-year lease, we're going to give them a 2-year lease, and we're going to worry about that down the road because we're cutting your vacancy down. So again, timing of markets are always different market to market. In Oklahoma City and Tulsa, now is the time. If you want the most amount of rent in the shortest amount of time in terms of getting a tenant in there, doesn't mean that you can't do things later, but these are the rhythms of these various markets. This is the rhythm of the Oklahoma City and Tulsa real estate rental markets.